Hey everyone, just finished my first day of pediatrics rotation. Very different from what I'm used to. It's also been a couple months since I've actually seen my own patient, so getting back into the clinic was a little odd today, but we got it done. So I'm doing 4 weeks of outpatient pediatrics and then 2 weeks of inpatient pediatrics, and currently being on my first day of peds. I started off with outpatient, so we're gonna do that for a while before we hit inpatient. But currently walking off the hospital here because after work I typically come here to get some free food and study in their quiet study area that they have for students and graduates. Anyways, yeah, excited for this rotation. We'll see how much I like it after dealing with little boogers for a few weeks. But as of right now, I'm loving it. I feel like I always had an affinity for kids, so far this rotation seems like it's gonna be fun. All right, stay tuned for more. Rise and shine. Well, finally up on my feet. My morning routine is fairly simple. Keep the alarm clock over there. That way I have to get up on my feet in order to turn it off. So, yeah, start day off. Get a cup of water. So refreshing. Then I come here, brush my teeth, and of course my favorite part of the morning, since I live in Pensacola, everything's kind of a little spread out here in this city, so I got to prepare for the entire day and pack for everything I'm going to do for the whole day, which includes the gym after work. So I got to pack the essentials. Got my tank top, got my shorts, goes in there, and get my shoes. I like to wear my little Santa shoes to the gym, so I don't want to put it on the bed, but I usually put it underneath here, so let's do that. It's kind of hard holding the camera, but we'll make it work. Boom. Gym bag's ready. And then the hardest part of the day, figuring out what shoes to wear. It's like, that's an easy choice. Always stick to my little Hokas with about 3 inches worth of padding. When you stand around a lot in the hospital, the extra padding really goes a long way. Save your feet. And just like that, we're all ready. Let's head out. Running a wee bit behind schedule. 7:02, I'm usually out by 7, but it's all right. Say bye to Luna. Luna. I guess Luna's sleeping. All right, let's get to it. It's in the middle of March and it's frosty. Well, I guess wet, but it is cold. I don't know if you guys can see that, but 45 degrees in here. Sheesh. Now that I'm on the road, I usually go to the hospital, which is nearby to the clinic where I work at for outpatient pediatrics. So I'm gonna try and knock out about 100 to 150 Anki cards while I get some coffee in me. I usually don't drink coffee until I get there because Huberman told me not to. And then I will drive over to the clinic at around 8:10 since 5 minutes away, and clinic starts at 8:15, and I'll start seeing patients. But before all that, I have to call my mama. It's my morning routine. Gotta get the day started, some good vibes and good conversation with my mama. So.
Hello.
Доброе утро, дом Пала. Как вы?
Охрана?
Да, я иду в hospital. И еще каждый день плаваешься, еще лучше и лучше будешь чувствовать.
Еще лучше уровня, да?
Bye, tell the про новый рутин. Вообще, Алиам Патриком каждый день. I left my GoPro in the car, but what I normally do is come up to the 7th floor, which is where the medical library is, and I just chill there and essentially just finish all my, or get as many Anki cards as I can done within the hour that I have before clinic starts. So let me show you around what it looks like. And we're good. And this right here is my spot. So I can look out into that beautiful view, watch the sunrise, drink my coffee, and do my work. If you're wondering why I don't have anything with me, it's because in today's day and age, our phones got Anki. I paid for it like once back during the MCAT grind days, and I've just been using the same Anki app ever since. So yeah. All right. I think I got like about 180 cards complete. It is now 8:08. I gotta make it to the clinic in 7 minutes, but I'll make it in 4 because it's right there, right down the road. Great start to the morning. I'm not used to recording while I go about my business, so it's a little different, but still getting the things I need to get done and complete. So yeah, I'm gonna have a great day in the clinic and then get back to you guys for lunch later. Dang, I underestimated myself. I made it here in 3 minutes. Skirt. All right, guys, time for lunch. That was a pretty eventful morning at the outpatient pediatric clinic. I got to see about 6 patients, I believe. Last one was actually pretty fun. It was a foreign body in the nostrils, and we pulled out a big lime green, looked like foam or like a piece of toy, I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty gnarly. Yeah, anyways, going to the nearby hospital to get my free lunch and get some studies in. Oh, also this morning I had my clerkship director and an unannounced visit to see how I'm doing and kind of watch me take history and do a physical on a patient and kind of present the patient to the attending. So that was fun as well. She said I did really good. My preceptor kind of hyped me up and said I'm really good at taking history, which I didn't think I was, but I'll take the credit, I guess. But yeah, pretty eventful morning, like I said. So gonna go grab some lunch, get some practice questions in, and then back to the clinic for afternoon. Alrighty, y'all, let's get it. What is up, guys? Finally, we made it to the hospital. It is currently 5:40 p.m. I finished up at the clinic at 5. We were there since 8:15. You know, PEDS is nothing to joke about, considering I'm there for over 9 hours a day. Get 1 hour lunch break, get some Ankis in, but while we're there, we are hustling, going from patient's room to next patient's room. So really there is no time to study throughout the day. So unfortunately, that means late night study sesh. So what I normally do is after we're done in the clinic around 5, I head over to the hospital where we get free food and free access to study rooms and whatnot. So I get here, got my supper, and get myself set up. So here's the setup, and this is, by the way, a big computer lab where I just kind of hide out in the spot. Got the essentials, got the Diet Coke, the water, and a little snack for later, a little tuna with crackers. Got the Anki, got the UWorld. Don't forget the clicker, the most essential part of the whole experience. But yeah, gonna knock out my 200-ish cards that are due, do my daily UWorld questions, and then I'm gonna hit the gym and call it a night. So wish me luck. I got about 3 hours of this. So moments like these is when motivation is low and emotions are high. However, you know, this is the experience I signed up for. This is part of the journey. So gotta learn a way to embrace it and love it and just enjoy the process, you know. So it might suck in the meantime. However, I've noticed that once you just kind of start, once you get over that hump of starting to study even though you're tired, you do eventually get into that flow state that really lets you just kind of ride it out and be productive. And just, you know, at the end of the day, realizing that, you know, we signed up for this and might as well enjoy it because we're already here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time.